Bree and I have discovered that we are full-on badass erotica writers.
Because we wrote that last sexy
Yes,
story
we did.
Patreon.
And it was like, I gotta say,
It was hot.
Oh, man. $5, guys. You can join our Patreon.
$5 make you holla.
You can hear all the Patreons if you join up this month. You get the whole backlog.
Here's
so
what I'm going to
it's pretty
say.
cool.
Get your Like a Kitten toy.
Yeah.
Get the sexy story and see where you go from there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, I'm MJ.
And I'm Bree.
So I'm married. I'm a mom, so I get it.
And Lord save me because I'm dating.
We're more than just a sex-positive dating and relationship podcast.
We want to share the perspectives on every kind of relationship while giving a voice to our listeners.
Plus, tons of tips to boss up your life.
And sex life.
Your Vegas girls are here for you.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
We're finally back together. Okay, so look, we took some time off for the holidays because
we never take time off. We're like, oh my God, the podcast must go on. People are like, it's fine. Take a week or two, whatever.
we took vacation.
Yeah, it was nice.
We took Christmas break. I have a question for you before we get into the episode.
Yes.
Do you have any weird New Year's Day superstitions?
No,
Because that's why I texted you, don't clean today.
You know what? I was not cleaning on New Year's.
Good.
I felt like saying, I'm not cleaning today anyways. I'll tell you about my New Year's Day in a few, but is that a true thing?
Okay, so
You're supposed to not wear red or something?
okay, you're supposed
I don't know.
there's a lot of New Year's Day superstitions. You're supposed to eat black-eyed peas to bring in good luck and prosperity.
Heard that.
So I do that. You're not supposed to do laundry or clean at all because it's basically if you're cleaning on New Year's Day, you're washing away all the good karma you've built up. And if you do laundry, the superstition is you're washing away a loved one. So basically a loved one will die in that year if you
That's
do laundry.
horrible.
Yeah.
I think I was in a shitty mood on New Year's.
Well, that's why I texted you. I was like, don't clean.
I didn't even listen to the Black Eyed Peas. Okay, it was that kind of day.
No. So you eat black-eyed peas, and then you're supposed to wear a new article of clothing to bring in something new for the year.
That I might have done.
Okay,
I don't
good.
remember. I kind of blocked the day. So let me just share a little bit. Okay. You know, New Year's Day is kind of supposed to set a precedent for the whole, not a president, but
A present?
precedent
Precedent?
for the whole year, right? But
Yes.
you have to throw those ideals out of the
yeah, you
water
do.
when you have these fucking days like I did. It was just like a day we all got up and had breakfast with the kids, and it was just like a parenting nightmare. They were just not on their best behavior, and
Were they hungover?
they're being pain in the asses, probably from their big 8 o'clock
Juice
Happy
party?
New Year countdown.
Their juice party?
Oh. So we're just getting into it, and we're butting heads. Me and Chris are butting heads. It just turned into a fucking day. And
Yeah.
it was just like, and so by the end of the day, I was just like sitting out back, and he came out back, and we knew we're not getting along. I was like, I don't want to start off the year like this. And he's like, I know, me neither. So we actually talked about it was good because it actually brought out some things of like, we need to work on this more. We need to work on our parenting together and not taking it personal with each other. And, it was just a way for us to kind of express things that we do want to do going forward. So sometimes a fight can be good because it made us both understand each other.
Yeah.
So all that fighting just made me look at some things that I do need to work on.
Yeah.
Because being a stay-at-home mom, and these kids will take you on a mental roller coaster. It's all fabulous in your pajamas and all the day, but you don't get to watch your shows. You don't get to do all the things you want to do. You have to take care of children, and it'll wear on you. Yeah, so if you did have a crappy New Year's, if things didn't go your way, shit was going wrong, like, let that shit fly and learn from it.
I took a nap on New Year's Day.
You napped all day? You've been working hard.
I know. We'll get into that later.
Oh my gosh.
I did. I got a new job, y'all. I know I kind of mentioned in Charissa's episode, but I bossed up and changed my life.
Damn right you did. And you actually started it on Christmas week.
Yeah,
I
I
was
started
thinking,
it the
you'll just do it after the New Year. You're like, no, I start on Monday. I was like, damn it.
I know.
I need you to come over and hang out with me. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Well, you had me most of the year.
It's true.
You really did. The job that I got in October, it just wasn't working. I knew it wasn't right. They knew it wasn't right. So we parted ways respectfully. I was kind of pissed off, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you. I didn't really say that, but in my head I did.
There's always that one cool person. And that's the light.
Yeah, that's a light. And so we parted ways, and 2 days later I got a job, the job I have now, and I'm really, really happy, and I got a substantial pay raise, and
I know. Yes.
and I'm working for a very prominent attorney
yes.
in Las Vegas. Like,
Hell
if
yeah.
you're out here, you see his billboards everywhere.
Oh yeah, you've seen his commercials too.
Yes,
so
you have.
Very special. What'd you do for New Year's Eve?
I went over to Rachel and Justin's house, and we had some sushi for dinner, and then we drank a little bit of wine, and then we popped champagne at midnight, and then by 12:05 I was like, I'm tired, and they were like, we're tired too, and I was like, all right, I'm going home, bye.
God, I know.
And I was in bed by 12:30, and it was great.
Dude, same. Yeah, we were like, let's just snuggle tonight and just chill. Like Vivian stayed up. She was like such a trooper. It was like 11:45. She was out. Like she just couldn't hang anymore in the fireworks. And Logan woke up, and I'm like, oh, so I'm just laying there with him and listening to the fireworks. But it was a mellow
New Year's.
It was a mellow New
It's
Year's.
kicked off my dry January.
Ah, yes. And in solidarity, I am not drinking tonight either. We're doing our green tea.
We are doing green tea.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Green tea is like my new jam.
I'm drinking out of a Diva cup.
I'm drinking out of the MJ and Bree cup Bree got me for my birthday. I mean,
Christmas.
Yep, it felt like my birthday, I guess. It says, I'm pretty sure we're more than best friends. We are like a really small gang.
And on the front, it has us, and we have micheladas in our hands.
I know, I love it. Like, and like, oh, it's so cute.
We'll
I love
we'll
stuff
post
like that.
pictures of it.
Yeah.
All right. So now we've gone through that.
Yeah.
I did a call to action on Instagram.
Yes.
Where I asked you guys to send us some questions for the new year, what you want to ask us. So we have it in a martini shaker right now. All your questions, not all your questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You guys sent a lot of questions, so we had to pick and choose.
A lot of responses, a lot of feedback too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
thank you to some of you, but that's okay.
Yeah. We had to be picky. Like, stop sending us dick pics, y'all. I'll draw the first one.
Okay, cool. Yes, we were shaking these questions up in a martini glass.
I want this one. Podcast and personal goals for 2021.
Oh, okay. Okay. I want to make so much money doing this podcast that I can get Botox.
Botox money. That's a good one.
That's a personal goal.
That is a great. Well, you know what? Now, like, I'm getting lip injections, y'all. No, really, I am. Like, appointment scheduled, but I'm gonna have to keep up with them. So now your Botox, I need lip injection money.
We're gonna
with
be
this podcast.
We're gonna be like, they'll be like, who is that? Who that?
Who dat? No, I've always been like really uncomfortable with my lips.
Really?
I've always wanted them to be bigger. Yeah, so I'm
Now
getting.
you can.
Now I can. I'm getting lip injections. I have a consultation soon, so
Okay.
yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm
I
ready
am
for all
too.
that.
All my-
personal goals. We'll get to that later. in the
Personal
show.
goals, yeah, we'll get to that later.
Ugh,
Here you go.
just
shake up your martini.
Stop being such a frustrated mom with my kids, man. It's tough.
Shake up your a question, teeny. I think mine is just gonna be to like.
Teeny nice.
God, I don't know what my personal goals. Podcasts, yeah, I want to make money with this shit. Personally, I want to find more time for myself.
Yes, more self-care.
Because I don't spend a lot of time on myself. I feel like I'm like always on the go, and then when I have a second to be by myself, I'm like, I should be doing something else.
Yes, or you're helping somebody else with their problems.
Mm-hmm.
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 Mm-hmm. Sometimes I just have to shut off my phone from everybody and just be like, love you all, but like I need to like, I'll put my phone in my room and plug it in, and I'll just like go wander around my house without it, because it's surprising how many times you'll grab your phone and just like you go to check a text message, before you know it, you're balls deep in like Instagram feeds, and you're like, what am I doing? I don't even need to be here right now.
I
you know?
will check text messages when I'm working out.
Oh,
I need to knock
no.
that shit off.
I know, because you'd be like, I'm working out. I'll call you back. I'm like, bitch, stop checking messages while you're working out. Being more present, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, let's see. This next one is newly in LDR. How do I keep it spicy? That would be a long distance relationship.
Newly in a long distance relationship. How do you keep it
Oh.
spicy? Get a subscription from Like a Kitten.
Definitely starting right there, because you get some new toys.
You get some new toys. Play some, I don't know, Zoom or FaceTime or whatever. Skype. Have some Skypey sex. Oh, what's the thing you said? The teas?
MP3 teas. I was just about to
teas?
say that. That's my favorite thing is like
Yeah.
you use you text them an audio clip of you using your vibrator. So all you do is just say, I'm thinking of you, and then you click bzzz, and you just let it do its magic, because ladies, we know it doesn't take long.
No.
And just keep the mic by your mouth and let them hear you breathing as you're vibrating. So I hooked Chris up with that long time ago, and he's like, man, he's like, I will listen to that so much. when
That's
we were
awesome.
when I was in LA.
When you were in LA and he was out here.
Mhm.
Put on your sexiest lingerie, drink a little bit of wine, take some photos
Yeah.
of yourself, and just text him.
Even just some maybe some cleavage shots, just a
Some
sexy
cleavage
bra. Maybe
shot.
you're just in a sexy bra in your robe and you're sitting there and you can take a little candid selfie by yourself. You know, you don't have to have a full on boudoir photo shoot.
No, or you could do
send
like
some
it doesn't even
energy.
have to be like a sexy bra and like a blazer even.
I like that.
Boss bitch it up.
Fuck
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you watch can you watch stuff together? I don't know.
Yeah, like on Zoom you could watch stuff together. They have like you
What
watch
if you watch porn
together.
together?
Oh my god, that was not planned. You could because you can share screen on Zoom, so you guys could watch porn together and masturbate together.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Or if you're not, we're just straight to the sex because why not?
Why not? But she asked how to keep it, or he, or I don't know, whatever.
We're
Doesn't
gonna say
matter.
It's a girl because
We're
that's the
gonna say it's a
majority of
girl.
our audience.
Asked how to keep it spicy, so that's spicy.
Keep it saucy. And yes, code keepers20 at likeakitten.com. And you can
Yes.
get anything on their site. Tons of vibrators and all this stuff. Actually, we're giving away a vibrator this month. Tell you more about that later.
Later. Oh, good plug.
All right, here. Shake it
Well-
out with this question, Teeny.
No question. I just want to say you gals rock. Oh, thank you.
Fuck yeah.
That's from our good friend Noe.
No way. Hey.
What's up? What's up?
We appreciate you. All of our male listeners are they've got to be some of the best communicators and listeners to their women. That's all I can imagine.
I know, right?
Because Chris would never listen to our podcast. I'm like, what are these girls talking about? Bunch of girl stuff.
I don't think I've ever dated a guy that would listen to our podcast.
No, but respect to all of you that do because
My boss keeps
We'd hang
threatening.
out
He's
with
like,
you.
I'm going to listen to your podcast. And I'm like, okay.
what'd you say? It's really girly.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, it's girly. So have fun.
I feel like guys could learn a lot listening to us, just like we could learn a lot listening to a guy podcast.
I listen to Small Town Murder.
Yeah.
They're dudes and
Yeah.
crime and sports.
Okay.
They're funny. And I listen to the last podcast on the left.
All right.
Mhm.
Thanks for the Patreon extra podcast. Oh, you're
Ooh.
welcome. We put a lot of work into those, okay?
Yes, we do.
What is the next sexy story going to be about, and who wrote the first one? Oh,
We don't know what the next sexy story is going to be about.
we have an
We have an
though.
idea, but we're not going to tell you.
Bree and I have discovered that we are full-on badass erotica writers.
Because we wrote that last sexy
Yes,
story
we did.
Patreon.
And it was 2 glasses of vodka.
Oh,
we
yeah.
had some sexy music playing.
We
were
did.
outside chilling, and we were just going back and forth with
Getting this weird fantasy out of our heads.
and then she did this, and then she did that. The funny thing I think about that episode, it's called Sexy Stories to Tell in the Dark. It's going to be a series on our Patreon.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that we both wrote the story from the perspective of a male.
We did. We both wanted to be dudes. We had our dicks in our head. The best part about recording that, though. Okay, so I do something that's scary stories, and then she does sexy stories. But we record them together. That way, we could be like, "Oh, say it better this way," or it's gonna sound,
Yeah.
just so we can be a producer on our own show.
Yeah.
So
we do it together.
What was so funny about recording that sexy story is MJ's at this part where he's the guy we had written was masturbating for
Yeah.
his assistant.
Yeah.
And you just hear Logan go, "Mommy!" And we were like, what the fuck?
We were sitting here with our dicks in our hand, and we're like, oh, he just killed the
He
bot.
killed it.
But you know what? I went in, hugged Logan, shut it down, came back out, took a shot, and was like, let's fucking rock this.
My dick is back.
It was, I gotta say,
It was hot.
Oh, man. $5, guys. You can join our Patreon. and
$5
can
make
hear
you
it.
holla.
You can hear all the Patreons if you join up this month. You get the whole backlog.
Here's
so
what I'm going to
it's pretty
say.
cool.
Get your Like a Kitten toy.
Yeah.
Get the sexy story and see where you go from there.
Fuck yeah.
Change your life.
Definitely. It's definitely keep your vibrator close kind of story. Bree, I can't believe it's been almost a year being spoiled by Like a Kitten.
Really, not only have they spoiled us, but all of our listeners, and there's a hookup for 20% off anything on their site. And every month they have given you something to inspire your sexual health. Whether it's a seasonal subscription box filled with sensual products or one of their incredible vibrators from their latest line. Just wait until you hear what we are hooking you up with this month.
Well, I don't know about you, but my goodie drawer next to my bed is now filled with so much fun to keep things interesting in my marriage. A lot of these sensual products are like, what did you say about that self-curling iron I gave you for Christmas?
Oh, it's the thing I never knew I needed.
Yes. And all these new play toys and sexy accessories like continue to give us something new to look forward to and have really taken our sex life to another level. So personally, I must say thank you to Like a Kitten. Their seasonal subscription boxes will change your sex life for the better. Hello, 2021.
And if you are single, your self-care and self-love will be an absolute priority because there are so many new ways to pamper yourself and your libido. And like I said before, you may be in a slow sex season, so keeping your sexual health alive can be daunting. So when that new box arrives each quarter, I am revved up again with new things to play with throughout the season.
Hell yeah.
It keeps me feeling sexual.
Yeah, so basically each quarter you'll receive a seasonally themed box that includes a variety of sexually empowering toys and gifts. And this month we are giving away 2 of their latest vibrators. And the best part, you get to pick. You can choose from the Hidden Treasure. It's perfect for solo or partner play. With a curvy silhouette, 10 modes of vibration, you will experience waves of pleasure.
Or my personal favorite, the Fly Me to the Moon. Let's just say with 10 vibration modes, it's eager to give you an out-of-this-world experience. Keep an eye on our Instagram for some of our sizzle videos featuring these vibes.
Yeah, so if you want to win either of these, you have like 2 options to enter. 1, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Or 2, join our Patreon for just $5 a month, where you will also get all of our specialty podcasts.
Winner announced the last Wednesday of every month, but you can get 20% off the Fly Me to the Moon or the Hidden Treasure vibrators right now at likeakitten.com with code KEEPERS20.
And that's good for anything on their site, including their seasonal subscription boxes. And yes, a vibe in each one, of course.
Thank you to all of our keepers and to Like a Kitten. Let's take our self-love to the next level together.
And spice up our relationships in 2021. Head to likeakitten.com.
Now, back to the show. Can I have the shaker?
Yes, the question teeny.
The question teenies.
This is why we started a Patreon, mainly just so we can kind of like go off the rails and do some more specialty stuff, because we have a lot of things in mind.
Do things a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
Not that we're not creative.
Is that just the top? That's
It's
fine.
just the top. We don't need it. We're not.
There's no liquid in there.
Yeah, there's
Lifting the couch.
as I was saying, not that we're not creative when we do this. It's just it gives us a different side of our creativity.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. $5.
This is for me, Bree. You had a job, lost a job, got another job, lost that job, and got another job. In the dumpster fire, that's 2020.
Do that.
Can you help a sister out on the job hunt? You had 3, and I can't even get 1. I know you have some tips. And what did you learn from all this? Oh God, I learned what I'm worth.
Very good.
I learned what I'm worth.
Negotiating all those pays.
You know what? The one thing I'm going to say is know your worth. And if they try to lowball you, it's not going to be the right environment for you, because you're going to be you're going to be stressed out working for less money than you deserve.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go in there and be like, I'm worth 60 grand, unless you really are. Like,
Yes.
you're not going to be like a 60 grand receptionist.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm going to say. Just know your worth.
Even like what Cherise said in the last episode, she's like, go in there, have a job you like, take if there's room for growth, they're like, in a year we're going to review, and maybe there's this or that. She said 6 months too soon for a raise.
Yeah.
I honestly always was like, 6 months, I better get a raise. I don't
No,
know.
6 months is too soon.
I guess so. But I always worked on contracts too, so I had no idea.
Yeah, yours was different.
But if there's room for growth, go for it. But you're right. Like, don't go to anything you're like, this is bullshit. Like, I don't feel like this is even worth my time. Then it ain't worth your time, and keep looking.
And I will say this, like, my job I had at Intercom, I loved it. I loved working the front desk there. I loved all the listeners.
I did too.
And I'm going to miss everybody there, but I'm in a way different situation now, more financially stable.
Yeah.
But it was fun. If it's, you know what? I'm not a dollar chaser. I will say that.
Yeah, I hear you.
So if you think this is like a great environment for you and it's a little less money, fucking go for it.
Yeah, room to grow, and you're like, I love it. I'm having fun, and I enjoy it.
That's good.
Yeah.
But if you're like, I don't know about this, and they're not paying me a lot, don't do it. Don't waste your time. That's what I call my rebound job that I had.
He was like, that was a good rebound. That was a quick one.
It was a quick rebound, yeah.
Then you found a good one afterwards.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my goodness.
That's how it always works in relationships, right,
So
guys?
excited for you.
I know. And so
Bree has enough money for a trophy wife now.
I do.
I was like, can that be me? Can you get me Botox?
Well, we were talking about Botox earlier. This is why we're talking about Botox so much.
Oh, man. All right. Next up in the question teeny, just a couple more guys. And then we have a fun little episode to
She doesn't want that question. She threw it on the ground. She was like, fuck this question.
Sheesh. We like print out these long, weird things, and I put red ink on it, and I can't see anyway. So, oh God. Oh, this one's for me. This is funny. Okay, MJ, I was forced to be a stay-at-home mom for the first time.
Oh.
How do I not kill my children?
Well,
I don't know.
I know a good attorney if you need one.
Oh my God. Okay. My biggest tip right now, I would have to say, and it's something I struggle with. It's one of the hardest things in the world for me is to wake up before them, because the one time you're like, I'm fucking up early. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do my yoga and everything. That's the day Logan wanders out of his room somehow at 5 a.m. You're like, why are you up right now?
Go back to bed.
You're just like, I love you. But finding time before them, because otherwise they will run you ragged. They will you'll be running, chasing them around. So I've learned that you have to have a little bit of time to yourself, because the days I don't, I'm snappy. I don't have much patience. I have a very good sense of humor. So finding time for yourself. And if you have a husband, that's good, because that means somebody else to help you with the kids. Walk outside, take a breath, even if it's just like, I need to go outside. If you're not into working out or doing yoga,
have a drink.
That's mine. Have a glass of wine, have a drink. Maybe sit there and listen to the podcast. Say, listen, I need 30 minutes to go listen to Keeping It Casual, and I'll be right back. Like, can you give me 30 minutes? Like,
I just need 30 fucking minutes.
Yeah, you do need some alone time, and
take a bath.
Yeah, that's where moms hide. Like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm gone for an hour.
Good.
All my Like a Kitten toys are in there. But
the refrigerator I bought you for your skincare is actually filled with Like a Kitten toys, not even plugged in.
No, that is the thing I never knew I needed. That is awesome. A refrigerator for the skincare. But I definitely think taking some time for yourself. Oh God. Okay. I even told Chris today they did something insane. You know that there's this slime sand, and it's a.
Is it like kinetic sand?
Yes, it's kinetic sand. It's a disaster, and it's a nightmare for any parents. If you get it for kids, and you're friends with their parents, you may no longer be friends anymore, okay? Ooh. It's just it gets everywhere. It's horrible. So I was like, turned around. I left the room for 5 minutes. I turn around, and it's everywhere. It's on the table. They're jumping on the table. It's on the floor.
Jesus.
It's on the chair. It's on the dog. I'm like, what the? I said, what the fuck? It just was like, you guys are maniacs. And then afterwards, I was like, what should I have done? Should have taken a picture of it, because it was a fucking tornado, and posted it so I could like laugh about it. So I'm just trying to like consider things that I should have done afterwards instead of just reacting. Mm-hmm. So if you can not react and maybe take a beat, take a picture of it. They destroyed something, take a picture of it and then post it, or just send it to me and I'm here for you. But good luck. Hang in there. I think find time for yourself, and try not to react. Just take a breath before you do.
All right.
Still working on it, though.
Last question.
All right.
I've been feeling very blah since I started working from home. Lots of PJs. How do I get a 2021 glow up, even if it's just to hang out with my cat, since it's just the two of us?
Yes.
You know, when I was not working and I was kind of just stuck at home, I would put makeup on and put real clothes on. Maybe just take a picture of myself just to make myself feel better.
You did. You were always looking cute. Like on Instagram, I was like, look at her, full makeup and all of her, everything, hair and everything.
Yeah, I would do it just to make myself feel better. I mean, so.
Why is that so hard to do? Why is it so hard to like put makeup on when you're at home and not going anywhere? Sometimes you have to just do it for yourself, right?
Yeah, you have to just do it for yourself. Like, you're asking me and I'm like,
mind yourself, you're pretty.
And I'm like, is this a trick question? Because I do that.
I'm just like, it's so hard for me. Forget it. I was like barefaced. I was like mixing 3 foundations because I had no makeup game. I was just like,
she called me. She was like, I need a concealer. And I was like, Born This Way by Too Faced.
Yeah. I definitely highly recommend. My makeup game changed overnight. But I was just like not caring. But I agree. And I even looked at this little YouTube video of this mommy blogger. And she's like, I do the 5-minute mommy makeup every morning. And I was like, I need to do the 5-minute mommy makeup. Because sometimes Chris comes home and like I'm still in my pajamas. I got that like weird spot in my hair where you slept on it. And it's like you got to tease it.
Yeah.
You know, it gets all stuck.
That's when you do just the high ponytail or the bun.
Yeah, it's like he came home way too many days and me just looking like, this is me. And we get caught up when you're in a relationship. Your man's like, you don't need any makeup. You're beautiful. You're like, shut up until we get out that front door. And then you see all these babes out there that are wearing makeup. I can't look like the homely bitch. Give me 10 minutes so I can put my makeup on.
Give me 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. And remember when we had the episode about stepping up your pajama game?
That was a long time ago. Oh my God.
Still counts though.
That was in our first year. here.
Get some sexy like athleisure wear that you can like wear out of the house, you know, but it's comfy to lay around the house, but
Yeah.
you just feel a little sexier. Maybe a sexy
was
crop sweater and a high-waisted joggers.
with some like
My favorite
Adidas or
looks.
something.
Yeah, like something you feel sexy around the house. And once you do a little makeup, you feel like you kind of feel unstoppable.
Honestly, you know what the one thing that I always need? Eyebrows.
Yeah.
Eyebrows, and you can use like a tinted sunscreen or something.
Can I tell you my favorite eyebrow thing? It's the more gimme brow from Benefit.
Oh yeah,
And
I
I'm
like
a
that.
blonde, so my brows are just
Yeah.
struggling to be seen.
I like that. I use the Morphe brow stuff.
Okay.
Whatever brow works for you. And then I like lashes. Like even just pop in
know.
on some falsies or mascara. Just put mascara on even.
Mhm. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just about sitting around the house, and if you have to look at yourself, even just for a moment, your poor cat, you know, just think
Yeah.
of your cat. Just wants to like, you know, take some selfies with your cat or something. but
Yeah, just put on
makeup goes a long way.
Makeup goes a long way. Put on like your favorite dress that you like to wear out and drink a glass of vodka.
Yeah, get some vodka and like get out of the shower and rub that lotion on real sexy and slow and start to feel yourself. Put some music
Yeah.
on. Check yourself out while you're doing your makeup and everything. Get a sexy robe
Yes.
while you put your makeup on. Like this
Yes.
is my getting ready robe, and I feel like a sex goddess. In it.
Yes. Yes. Oh my
of it.
gosh. All of it. All right, y'all. Thank you for your questions.
Yeah,
Seriously.
fun.
We love answering anything, and thank you for continuing to support us last
know.
year. It was a dumpster fire.
It was. But you know what? I think we got a lot of sweet messages to saying thank you
Yeah.
for keeping and recording, because I look forward to it, and it kind of takes me
Yeah.
away from all the craziness that's going on in the world. Because that's how I feel. Like I
Yeah.
love if my podcast is coming up and I'm like looking, I'm like, oh yeah, I love the Bella's podcast.
Yeah.
I love the Bella twins. So I'll listen to that. Or I like
Yeah.
Sibling Revelry with
Yeah.
Kate and Oliver Hudson.
And that's how I feel every Thursday. I'm like, it's time for small town murder. Shut up and give me murder.
And
You know?
nobody's really they talk about what's going on a little bit, but they just kind of take you out of it and just be like,
Yeah.
we can still do. I think what 2020 taught us is like there's so much out of our control, but there are still little things you can take control of, and once you hone in on those and like go after it, you can still enjoy your life, guys. It's not over. We can get
Exactly.
through this, okay?
So what have you been struggling with like since last year? Like what did you realize you struggled a lot with?
Dude, definitely the getting up early before the
Mm-hmm.
kids. So that is a huge thing that I try every day. And you gave me one of the best tips, and I love it.
What did I give you?
You told me to put pre-workout in my water next to my bed, and just the second my alarm goes off, just chug it, because then it's like you've already like
you've doused yourself. Yeah.
you're like, no, I ain't going to sleep. So
Yeah, you've doused yourself in gasoline. Might as well light yourself on fire type of situation.
Yes, and I haven't done that every morning, but the first day you told me, I was like, tomorrow I'm getting up, I'm doing my yoga, and my alarm went off, and I was like, slam it, and I was like, I'm up, we're fucking doing this, and it was nice. So sometimes if you need a little boost to get up,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
That
so
was cool.
what I do is I keep my jar of pre-workout, and then I don't like drinking a full water bottle of pre-workout. I
We
take
like lit as fuck. It's
Yeah.
called Lit AF.
Lit AF, the gummy one. Gummy worm? Yeah, gummy
Mhm.
worm.
Amazon.
And I
Check it
do
out.
like and you can get that GNC too.
Okay.
So I do like a little shot of pre-workout basically. So I take and I don't do a full scoop.
I do half a scoop. I think it says like 1 or 2 on the thing.
Yeah,
Don't
so
do that.
Do whatever. Well, if that's what you need, that's what you need. Like I'm not gonna tell you what to do. So I pour my scoop in, shake it up, drink it really fast, and then like go pee and whatever,
Yeah.
brush my teeth for about 10 minutes, and then time to work out. And you know how you said like making sure I have time for myself? I have to do that in the morning, because if I don't work out in the morning, I'm a fucking disaster the entire.
Even if you don't have kids,
Yeah.
like getting up before your job, right?
Yeah, you need time for yourself. I need
That's
to
so
work
smart.
out, drink a cup of coffee, and then shower and get ready. Because if I just wake up
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm getting ready for work, then I'm just like, oh, all I've done today is get ready for work, go to work, come home, make dinner, do this, you know?
I'm glad you said that, because I think a
Yeah.
lot of people forget that even when you're single and you don't have to deal with kids, like having that time for yourself before work. I never got up before work.
Yeah.
Ever. I barely can do it now with kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like just before all that, that is something that is going to build so much just positive energy through your day, just because your mental strength is going to be on point. And that's definitely something I'm struggling with, but I'm trying.
I'm struggling with being late, as always. Always late.
I remember I told you, but I think we're doing so much better.
We are doing better, but still I'm like, I get there like, okay, so I'm in a hybrid position at work right now, which is going to change as of next week because we finally hired a receptionist, but I've been covering the front desk for my boss. The office is open at 8. It's not you have to be there at 8 because I'm used to like be there at 8 and you can come in at like 8:05 and ain't nobody going to say nothing to you.
Yeah.
The doors have to be unlocked at 8 and I'm like 8:02 like fuck.
Yeah. I've been there. Oh my God.
But it's okay.
Well, remember we talked about there's a mantra, and I heard this, and I heard this somewhere. I kind of can't even remember. But the one girl, she's like, I was late all the time and I had to give myself a mantra. It's like, okay, I'm ready to go, and I'm out the door. You know what I mean? It never happens. You're like, oh, well, maybe I just got to put my makeup brushes away and just hang these towels back up.
My thing is like, mine is like, mine is literally taking Q-tips to my eyeliner constantly. So I'm going to try. I'm getting lash extensions.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try makeup without winged eyeliner.
Oh, lash extensions will do everything for you. God, they do all the work.
They do all the work.
Jared Leto's kimono at that show.
Yes.
He wasn't putting in much energy.
The one funny thing my ex-boyfriend said. Seriously, we were like, that was pretty good.
Well, I think we set him up for it, so I'm just going to
We did set him up for it.
But so the one mantra she said that she goes, not right now.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden you're sidetracked. You're all ready to go out the door and stuff, and you're like hanging up clothes or whatever the fuck you get caught up doing. Just be like, not right now. And I caught myself like doing shit, and I was like, what are you doing? I don't have to do the dishes. I'll load the dishes when I get home. You know, I'm a very like clean freak. I like things orderly. I look at stuff. I'm very visual, and I'm like, I don't like that there. That's out of place. I don't like it, and I don't want to come home to it. So I'll start doing shit like that. And I had to be like, stop cleaning. Not right now. So that helps me from being late.
Right now.
Not right now.
Not right now. All right. You guys, we love you.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Thank you for everything. Give me your mantras. Tell us your
intentions for
the year. We don't like resolutions.
No, it's kind of like intentions, you know. And if you had a weird New Year's Day like I did, don't think it's gonna set off your whole year. And if you didn't listen to the Black Eyed Peas, it's okay too.
Or eat them like you're supposed to. You don't need to get that boom boom pow. Until next time.
Bye.
Want to be featured on the show? Email us feedback@keepingitcasualpodcast.com.
Want to win cool stuff? Just rate and review us on Apple Podcasts to get into our monthly giveaways.
Last Wednesday of every month. And for more specialty podcasts and bonus content, join us on patreon.com/keepingitcasualpodcast.
Show You're a Keeper on Facebook. You can like the page and join our group.
Tweet at us at KICPod or Instagram at keepingitcasualpodcast.
You can find me anywhere at MJ Radio Diva.
And I'm everywhere at Breemixed, BREEMIXED.
And for your one-stop shop, keepingitcasualpodcast.com. Bye.